Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Heroes on the Rebirth server. We are with Shrike, our level 33.95 or so. Stalker, who is 38,000 experience from getting to level 34, and another 3 juicy enhancement slots on her powers. Now that we have most of her powers in, the fun part is actually getting the enhancement slots. I remember when I first started playing this game, I hated the odd levels because in the low levels, odd levels are enhancement slots, even levels are new powers, and I wanted new powers. But as a veteran player, what I realize is the slots are more important than the powers. You're better off with five, six slotted powers than, you know, 15 2 or 3 slotted powers. So I'm all excited to get more slots. But in the meantime, we are working on a story arc with Jenny Firkins, the Unity Plague, and she says Dr. Ito and his team have finished the cure and now they just need to distribute it to the city, but unfortunately there's a complication. That's where you come in. Are you willing to distribute the plague? The cure to the plague. It won't be easy. In order to make a cure that could counter the Unity plague and prevents future infection, Dr. Ito had to re-engineer the plague itself. So the cure is, well, semi-intelligent and the devouring earth can detect it, so there's a very good chance they'll be trying to stop you. So we get a clue, which is the Unity Cure, and now we have to take the Unity Cure to Miss Liberty. So now this is where we go through the city and go to each kind of level up hero, and they are going to distribute it in their zone. Then I think there's going to be a final battle with a really powerful Devoured. I think we're getting toward the end of the story, but I could be wrong because sometimes there are plot twists that make it go on a lot longer, make story arcs go on a lot longer, and I don't remember the details of this one because I haven't played the Unity Plague in probably 7 months. Oh, we got that badge that you get from just running past the Hero Core guy, the Hero Core Insider. Wow, there's actually some better characters in here. Alright, so she says you're at the top of your game. I'll see this gets distributed properly, and then we gotta go to King's Row and distribute it with Blue Steel, who's one of my favorite heroes. So we're gonna go through the city. I think we go. I don't know if we go to Founders Falls. I think we're gonna need to go to Brickstown. I know we need to go to Steel Canyon. I think. I'm not sure if we need to go to Skyway. We'll see here. Let's start with Blue Steel, of course. There's another player character, and that is a Geldian, level 8, Warshade. Never played a Warshade. I played a Peacebringer, a human-only Peacebringer. I don't like the squid form or the dwarf form. I think they're hideous. And I don't like the way they work mechanically. So I only ever did a human-only Peacebringer. Played her for about 30 levels. It was hard. It's very difficult to solo a Peacebringer. You really need to be on a team, even more so than a tanker. They're designed to become more powerful on teams, so doing something like this with a Peacebringer is probably not worth it, and I don't think I will. So I go to Steel Canyon and we see Positron. But it was pretty cool to play her, and I basically played her like a scrapper. And she was a scrapper who was very powerful, but highly vulnerable to the Void Seekers and the Quantum guns that are the things that have your vulnerability. So we go to Steel Canyon, doesn't matter whether you go north or south, because Positron's in the exact middle of the zone, halfway between the north and south train stations. And now we will distribute it to Steel Canyon. This is actually kind of cool. I actually like the way this works, where instead of just combat, you're doing something positive, right? You're bringing a cure throughout the city, and you're handing it to these powerful heroes who are then going to thanking you for all your hard work, and then they're going to distribute the cure. And I really like the way that feels after all the fighting that most missions end up being. It's nice to have sort of a non-combat role. There aren't a lot of those in City of Heroes, and when they tried to add them to some of the newer missions and make them more chatty and less non-combat-y, I feel like it was clunky, but this is actually rather graceful, I think. And we can go either way, north or south here, so I'm just going to go north, doesn't matter. You can see we're exactly halfway between the two train stations, and Since we've already been through the south, may as well go north. I don't know, doesn't really matter. I feel like this server has more civilians in it than Homecoming somehow. I wonder if they changed the spawn rate of those on one of the two servers. I don't know. Maybe just notice them more because I'm just noticing them more because I'm running along the street instead of super jumping over it. That's probably why. So now we're gonna go to Synapse, who's right here. Excuse me as I climb up. These are the Super Trolls. That's part of an event that happens in the. Oops, I got stuck. An event that happens in the zone. Synapse, and now we go to Talos Island. Hey, Super Trolls. If I had an AoE, you guys would all be dead, but I'm not going to bother one-shotting you, all of you. Talos Island, then I guess we go. We didn't go to Fault Line. We do Talos Island. I guess we're going to do Brickstown, Founders Falls. What am I missing? Independence Port. Okay, so first we're going to Citadel. And then we go to Penelope Inn and Independence Port. Who's a character we haven't met yet, because we didn't do the Fault Line stories. And then I guess I don't think they make you take it to Peregrine Island because you're only level 33, and unless you're a Stalker, you would die in Peregrine Island, as everything there is level 40 and up. So my guess is they'll stop us at Brickstown or Founders Falls. So Penelope's here over by the hospital. And then we go to Brickstown. I do appreciate that they mostly gave you, and I guess it's because of where the trainers are, but they mostly gave you people near the train station, so you don't have to like run all over the zone. So Brickstown is next. And then I guess Founders Falls, and then we're done. Maybe we'll bring it to Jenny back in Founders Falls and she'll distribute it. That would probably work pretty well, and then, you know, she talks to you and gives you your final mission or whatever comes next. So now we're going to Manticore, who's, again, pretty close. I like this song, the Meishu Bridge song. It's pretty cool. And the song is in other places that I'm drawing a blank on where they are, but it's a very cool beat. It's got a cool beat to it. Thanks, and then Founders Falls to Numina. And then we will be done. And feathers. So this basically gets you through all the zones, and you've healed up everybody in the city, hopefully. And Numina is over by William Square, I think, or whatever that's called. The really pretty part of town. If you notice, I'm getting a little better at the super speed. Not that I'll ever be great at it, but I'm remembering more of the layout of the roads and doing a better job of staying on the roads to get to areas rather than like getting blocked by going down and up into the oceans and stuff. And I just about said that and almost screwed it up, but here we go. There's Noom. And now we talk to Jenny Firkins. She says, very good. We haven't got any experience for that. You did it. Normally I'd be happy and say you should take time to celebrate, but Numina's warning changes everything. If the Devouring Earth are really working on a counter-agent to the cure, we have to move fast. So now we're going to fight. It looks like somebody's doing the Infernal Task Force. These guys are all... I was going to say they're all 50th level, but no, they're in their 30s. Okay, so she says, I spoke with Dr. Ito about Numena's warning, and he agrees that if the Devouring Earth could develop a counter-agent quickly, they might be able to prevent the cure you distributed from taking effect. The Unity Plague may still be upon us. In order to distribute the counter-agent quickly enough, the Devouring Earth would have to introduce it to the water supply near the purification system. Will you go to the sewers and destroy the counter-agent? Yes. Always, always in the sewers. Alright, so we're going to go to Steel Canyon, but I'm not doing all that running. We're going to go to Talus Island just real quick and go straight to Steel Canyon. From there, rather than having to run back, here we go. The advantage of this is it puts you right on the hill outside the train station. And you just go right in. And then we're back to Steel. We'll train north and see how it goes. There's a lot more sewers, I think, on the north side than on the south side, just in general, in Steel Canyon. And sure enough, there's one practically right under the train station. Right? 100 yards away. I still haven't made myself a sewer outfit. And in we go. So we had to destroy 8 barrels of counter-agent and fight the evil Devouring Earth. Alright, well I'm going to start with the bedrock, even though we've got, well, yeah, but this guy puts down quartzes, right? So we got to take him out. And I missed him. I didn't do it fast enough. Alright, let's pull away from the quartz so they don't get the attack bonus. Man, the level of punishment that you take just for like messing up a simple assassination attack is just insane. Like the level of abuse that you take if you don't land the assassination. Now what's going to happen in this mission is we're going to probably level up partway through, and then because you can see the lieutenants are giving me like 1,000 experience each, I think, maybe more. We only need like 38,000 XP, so alright, well we can pound this and then do ranged attack when the time comes. Man, the amount of punishment that these barrels can take, it's like it can take more than a rock beast. So it is 50% resistant to me. That's pretty insane. I just don't feel like it blowing up on me, which I know it will do. See, it still did the damage to me, and I was standing all the way back here. I guess I'll just stand even further back. Alright, so that's one barrel. And there is a devoured. And it is near somebody, so we're going to need to take this guy out first, and then we'll go after the devoured. You know, I like fighting bosses. And he didn't even see me, because I'm behind him. So go back into hide. And now I'll do a little bit of haste so that we can use our heals faster and better and so on. And then pounding time. Done. Oh, we missed. And missed again. Look at that. Just because of that extra miss. All those misses are what killed me. And I didn't hit the heal fast enough. That's frustrating. Yeah, that was my own fault. I saw that the hit points going down. I'm like, you know, the next attack will probably kill it, and it didn't because I went miss, miss, miss. Alright, well, we're going to need more yellows again. Come on. Alright. And then a red. And I guess a green. Really shouldn't need them for this character, but the other problem was Dull Pain and Reconstruction were both down. So, is instant healing still in effect? No. The instant healing got cancelled by us dying, which is annoying. So now it's basically been wasted. Alright, I'll head back and I will bring you guys back in when I'm back inside beating it up. Okay guys, we're back. We're going to assassinate this guy and kick his butt. One shot. Yep. I just messed it up. I hate when I do that. I don't like screwing up. Did we get any debt? Oh yeah, we got... Did we get exactly one boss worth of debt? Yeah, it looks like it. We got a little bit of debt left. It was like one boss and a lieutenant is enough to retire the debt. And there's the next one. Alright, so this guy's trouble. We got to take him out first. Because he'll put down a cairn. Gosh. Just cannot hit. Got him. Alright, that's what we want. We don't need that dodge. Come on. And the rubble is still here. Done. Now why is this counter agent red instead of purple? That's interesting. Alright, now we'll try a further away. Well, that didn't work. I thought it was going to be destroyed. Okay, that worked. Alright, let's find the next one. There's another devoured. Okay, let's see if I can redeem myself. I think we gotta kill these guys first, though. So let's start with this guy. Good, that's what I was hoping. It aggroed the other mushroom. And now we can just kill him. And now, once we hide, we can go after the devoured. Now, of course, it's not necessary to beat this guy up, but I like fighting bosses. And I need to redeem myself after this last thing, or I got killed ignominiously. Try to keep the hit points up as high as possible so that the big hits that he does don't crush you. Dull Pain. There we go. There we go. Well, one of the things I have a tendency to do is hit the Dull Pain and then hit another attack before it completely fires, and that sort of ends up negating it. and then it never triggers, and then you die. Okay, that's a dead end. So we got 6 more of these things to destroy. And this is a pretty big map, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's pretty big. Okay, that's another dead end. That's another dead end. There's one. Alright, so we're going to need to take these guys out. We'll start with this guy. See if we can one-shot him, or at least get close. Yep, that's what we wanted. No quartzes. Back up. Back up. There we go. AoE. That's what I want. And now we got them all taken out. We are extremely close to leveling up. What do we got left? 9,000. So, like, basically 9 more minions, it looks like, because it's about, well, no, 600. It's 1,000 for the lieutenant. So, 15 more minions. Can we assassinate this thing? That would be awesome. That is awesome. That will help speed things up. Didn't even realize you could do that. You really shouldn't be able to. How can you surprise attack a barrel? Alright, do we have it low enough? There we go. Alright, 5 barrels to go. Gosh, that's just a lot of barrels. Is that another devoured? No. But we gotta defeat him. And we're gonna have to go after this lieutenant first. We don't need that. I think we're gonna need 2 yellows here, because he's +3. And Cairn, get out of the way. We don't want to fight the Cairn. We don't want to fight in the radius of the Cairn. Man, these guys are brutal. I think this guy's more difficult to take out than the devoured. Oh, there's a Cairn there now. So part of the problem is trying to stay away from the Cairn makes it take longer to defeat them. Will you come over here? Let's take this guy out. And now he's going to put down another Cairn. It's so annoying. I shouldn't be able to do it that much. Just want you to see here, info. Channels the Earth's energies, making the devouring Earth more resistant to damage, so they take less damage. I thought it did. It made you less resistant or something, but yeah. See what happens? All of a sudden, he's only taken like 5 damage. So I find this to be a very frustrating mechanic, in the sense that he's going to constantly keep throwing the Cairn. There's no way to stop him from doing it. And I find that to be really frustrating. And if it's there, there's just no point to even fighting him, because you're going to be doing like 5 damage at a time. Yeah, honestly, I'd rather fight 2 Devoureds together than one of those guys. It's just really annoying. Otherwise, I actually kind of like the Devouring Earth. I love fighting the Devoureds because they can take such a pounding. And they're a real challenge to fight usually at this level. By the time you're like late 30s, they're not anymore, but at this level they are. I really, you know, and I've mentioned this in the Scrapper videos, this whole nonsense of like punching out a barrel and it takes more punishment than a devoured is just silly. We now need 4,000 XP to level. Do we have another sentry here? No, good. Fungoid. Okay, I'll take them as a lieutenant any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Let's get our build-up back. Come on. How much easier he is to defeat than a sentry. Alright, I'm going to ignore that guy for a minute and take out this guy first. Because otherwise you're just standing there getting pounded on by both of them. And now we've leveled up. So that'll make the whole rest of the mission much easier. All the +3s will be +2, and the +2s will be +1. I wonder, can I placate this? That's just ridiculous. That's just stupid. The thing is acting like a non-moving mob. It shouldn't be. It should just be click on it, 30-second, you know, bar of timing going down, and you're done. Alright, 3 to go. We're more than halfway done. Okay, why am I stuck? I don't care about those guys. We just need to destroy the counter agent, right? I don't think we have to kill anybody in here, actually. Except that. Alright, so these guys will be easy now because they're only +1s. And so what's going to happen is with like lieutenants on +1, we're just going to one-shot guys that we weren't able to one-shot. That just makes it so much easier. Look at this. +1 and I still can't hit him. Conceptually, the DE or the Devouring Earth are really cool. I like this idea of like rock creatures and trees and mushrooms attacking you. Yeah, the amount of punishment these things can take is obscene. Come on. Alright, I'm done. Let it hit me, I don't care. Okay. So we have 2 more barrels to destroy. Where haven't we been? Oh, there might be a side tunnel over here. Maybe. I don't know. Oh no, they're here. Okay, guys. I guess we're going to finish this room and then we'll be done with this adventure? I don't know. Okay, Cairn again. We have to get out. I'm not fighting them in there. It's just too inefficient. to be fighting these guys when there's a cairn there and they're taking like 50% damage. Heal. Okay, cairn again. Yeah, I could live without the sentries. I just find them really frustrating, and I wish that if you were tactical, you know, and smart enough to like run them out of the cairn, that they couldn't just put it back down again. Right? The whole idea should be, if you're smart enough to know how this thing works and fight them outside, then you should be able to avoid the cairn, right? It shouldn't be unavoidable. Right? Just like when you find a sapper and the sapper can reduce your endurance, but you pound the sapper before he attacks you, he doesn't just get to auto hit you and drain your endurance anyway, right? The idea should be, if you're smart and you know how the game works and you're tactical, that you get the upper hand. I feel it's sort of lazy. It was lazy design to just say, nah, that this guy's going to just put the cairn out no matter what. Right? Because then that completely erases any ability to be tactical and know how the game actually works. Alright, let's see if we can really pound this guy. Nope. See, he still put it out instantaneously. There's just no way to stop him. You'd literally have to completely one-shot him. If he lives through the first attack, the cairn's coming out no matter what. If you run away, he just puts out another one, right? There's no way to even use Mez to get rid of it. The only advantage is that he does, it does kind of destroy his previous one when the new one comes out. Right, so that helps a little bit. Alright, that took him out. And of course there's a rubble. Is that it? Okay, now we're going to destroy the last one. And that will be the end of this mission, I believe. And we will level up. And that did it. We got reward merits. And out we go. We've done it. We have stopped the Unity Plague. And we get about 2/3 of a bar. The threat of the Unity Plague is over. You did it, Tiger Shrike. The whole city owes you. With a cure in place, we should be able to reduce the threat of any similar viruses in the future. The city government is also working with FEMA to stockpile stores of the cure in case the devouring earth try it again. And is that everybody in Founders Falls? No, we got one more guy. We got Peter Stemets, which we need to do by level 35, because then we're going to get a new set of contacts. So we're going along at a pretty good pace. We're basically doing like one contact a level, but we do have to do some more tip missions because we're only at 6 out of 10. I may do a couple of alignment missions off screen. But first, we need to level up. I have a really good friend. This friend is playing the D&D campaign with me that I've mentioned before that I'm DMing. And one of the things I said to them was, and I don't know if I mentioned this before, but one of the things I said to them on session 0 when we were getting ready to start was, what's your favorite thing to do in D&D? And he said, level up and get new abilities. I was like, okay. It is fun. Alright, so we get new slots, and this is a passive, right? And it gives us resistance 9.38% resistance to damage. So I think we want to put 2 enhancers on there and triple slot that and get it up to doubling, so we get 18% resistance. And then I want to put an endurance, I think, on Shockwave. Shockwave uses 11. So we need to put an endurance reducer on that. We're not going to recharge it yet because we need to put the endurance reducer on it. So I'm going to go ahead and get some enhancers. When you come back next time, I'll show them to you. But in the meantime, I'm going to do a couple more tip missions, and then we will work on Peter Stemets and see if we can get a story arc from him. I hope you guys have enjoyed. We're level 34 now, 16 levels to go to get to level 50, and then start our incarnate abilities. I hope you're enjoying playing the Stalker with me. You got to see me get killed ignominiously there, because I wasn't playing smart. And otherwise, I think everything went pretty well, and we'll be back with another episode in the near future. Until then, I am Scrapalock, and this has been City of Heroes.